Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Hey. Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Hey. Do you really want that? Can't talk. Do you really want that? Can't talk. Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Hey.
Yo, it's your boy DJ, yes sir, aka Time motherfucking Ford, back for another one. And do we have a show today, man? It's your boy, and we got a couple special guests, and we got a lot of shit to talk about tonight, man. Some shit that just came out, and man, all I can do is this. But yeah, man, we got special guests in the house. We got your boy Loose Cannon in the house, you know what I'm saying? We got your boy Hurricane Logan in the house, you know what I'm saying? We got your boy Charles Clifford in the motherfucking house today, man. What the business is, fellas?
Yo.
Yes, sir. What the business is, everything gravy.
Yes,
Yo. So, man, yeah, we appreciate y'all being on, you know what I'm saying? But before we get this party started, I just want to ask Manny Diaz to give us an explanation on the offense last year before we dig into Jarren motherfucking Williams. So, Manny, I got a question for you, man. What was wrong with your damn offense last year?
I mean, not
What was the
just
problem?
one answer. But we were all sitting here, 3 weeks ago, and this is not an indictment on the kids we have playing.
Right.
There's a lot of things that go into it, but we certainly felt like we saw the signs of what our offense could be.
Right.
So if it had not been there all year, and
It wasn't.
that would be
It
different.
wasn't.
We were fourth in the ACC.
All right, no further questions. All right, we gonna go ahead and push this show. It's your boy DJ, yes sir, aka Time motherfucking Ford. You know what I'm saying? We with my dog Loose Cannon, got Logan in the building, Hurricane Logan. We got Clifford in the motherfucking house. We got a party going on today, man, and we gonna go ahead and jump right in it, man. First thing I want to discuss is this transfer portal, and we got Jarren Williams hitting the portal, man. How y'all feel about that? Hey, matter of fact, Cliff, why don't you go ahead in on that Jarren Williams thing, man, since he's leaving the program. What do you feel about that?
I'm so glad you asked me to go first. All right. So, here's my thing, man. I see a lot of fans on social media still bashing Perry, but that just tells me one thing. They chose the wrong quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And they can't take no L. And we're just going to break it down. I'm just going to say it simple, short and simple. I'm tired of arguing with everyone. They all they can talk about is Perry's inconsistencies, and he bangs girls on Snapchat. That's about it. So, as I was saying, anyway, it's crazy, man. All right, so I hear a lot of people say, all I want to do is win. I don't care what quarterback it is.
Exactly.
And if you look at the last two seasons, Perry went 4-2 last year and 2-1 this year. He's won. The two quarterbacks they started above him, Malik Rozier went 3-4 and Jarren Williams went 4-6. But they continue to bash this man, and they say all they want to do is win. When Perry's winning games, and they sit here and want to talk about his incompletions. And now that Jarren Williams is gone, they go bash him more because they can't take an L. So I'm here to tell y'all, man, y'all don't know football. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn football before you come at Chuck D. And Clifford's my last name. Everyone knows me, but it's Chuck D, and it's Chuck D. Chuck D's nuts in your mouth for you haters. You know what I'm saying? Specifically Perry haters. You know what I'm saying? But besides the point, that's the bottom line. Perry's won more games than both quarterbacks they started over him. There should be no ifs, ands, or buts. He did it coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? He's the first quarterback since 2015 to throw for over 400 yards and 3 quarters, not even a whole game. And that's all I really got to say. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, man.
That's it, man.
I hear you, man. And it sounded like it's almost like like we've got what we've been saying all year. You know, he wanted to transfer last year and wanted to get out, so he really wasn't a big. He really didn't take this youth serious. I don't think he took it in his own hands to do whatever he wanted to do. Get drunk before games. That's a rumor, so called. But now he's in the portal and it's really showing itself. You know, he's really showing that he wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, in tune with this program and what this program had, where we were going. You know, and Hurricane Logan, man, what you think? What do you think about this Jarren situation leaving right now again?
It's gonna be a long one. So I can't really recall when. This is way back. This is months back, probably like our third or fourth game, and how me and Cliff met. But
Chuck D.
Yeah, whatever. So on a real note, like he always knew that I didn't mind Perry, but I gave Jarren the chance. And what ended it with me with Jarren was obviously the inconsistencies throughout the year. But what really ended it with me with him was once I found out that he was partying and all that shit. He wasn't showing up to practice, and like, you know, this is the stuff that we've already discussed. We know about it. That's what like did it for me there. And I don't care if he transferred. Like, this is the staff's fault to begin with. Once you heard a kid on your team's transferring, you should just tell their ass to go. You shouldn't sit there and allow a dude like that. That is Miami. You don't allow that. And when you allow that, that sets a bad culture in the program from the get-go. I mean, he was going to transfer, and look who he ended up being. A drunk ass who missed practices and still got the benefit of starting, and he sucked.
And that's what happens.
Zero leadership.
That's exactly what happens when you let a player dictate to what he's going to do and what he's not going to do with the coaching staff, you know, and that's crazy to me.
There's one thing, though.
What's that?
Going on with this transfer portal thing, man. This transfer portal shit that I cannot stand to begin with.
And matter of fact,
I saw a tweet. Let me tell you something. I saw a tweet, and this is like 100% Miami. Banking on building through the transfer portal is like buying 10 lottery tickets and saying, I have my retirement plan. It's the truth.
And that's the truth. That's the truth.
If you need to add like one or two people, you know, to your team because you're close, yeah, man, go ahead. Burrow had 2 years. Burrow had 2 years with LSU, and they ended up having a Heisman and a national championship with Burrow. We've been mediocre, and we were last year.
Preach,
Unlike
Logan.
LSU, we only have King for 1 year. Okay, if you take a look at the transfers and the JUCO guys and how we're trying to build the program through them, dude, look at the guys who are leaving. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
It's because we're not doing the right thing with the players we have. And when you go on to that, too, those kids are freshmen, sophomores.
Yep.
Those are our scholars that we get 25 a year from the NCAA. And we have kids that can be here for 4 years.
Right.
But we want to sit there and lose them and waste a scholar when we get 25 a year. We're going to sit there and waste it on one guy who's probably not even going to be worth a damn.
And that's crazy.
I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy.
You're taking the big gamble with it. You know what I'm saying? You got kids that committed to this program or whatever, even though I don't think Jarren Williams. Yeah, I like Perry. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that they sitting up here and taking them. They're not taking the kids serious. It's basically Manny and the staff is saying, I don't believe in y'all. And so until we get our recruits in, you know what I'm saying, to develop them or to build them up, we're going to continue to keep going in this portal, getting. And
I'm going to get on that,
and
too.
most of the time, it's like we striking out. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, we striking out. We striking the fuck out. I'm going to just call it what it is. I'm not going to beat around the bush.
But there's additions to that and what you just said, right? Am I happy that we got King? Yeah, of course. I'm happy. I do personally think King is going to be very close, if not better than Perry. But King was not necessary. Perry could have been in this offense. The offensive line has blocked for Perry. The receivers have caught balls from Perry. Okay? This O-line has never blocked for King. The receivers have never caught balls from them. They don't have the relationship. King doesn't even know Lashley, although Perry doesn't either. It's just the point of how you just wasted a scholar on a one-year guy. Okay? The shit that they're trying to do, even this past year, nothing was accomplished. None of the transfer shit, none of it was accomplished. Everything had to get dumbed down. You had rotations at quarterback. nonstop. You had suspensions at quarterback. Tate transferred, wasted scholar, didn't even fucking play. He wasn't even at practices because he was busy playing Marvin's Room because his girl didn't love him. You know what I'm saying?
She didn't love him.
This is what I'm saying, man. Nobody in the fan base is looking at the bigger problem. All of our fans are next season fans. And what that means with that, okay, is okay, does anybody know about Arkansas? Arkansas is down to 50 scholarships. That's like probation. And you know why? It's because they're doing the same thing we're doing. The same exact thing. Everyone's looking at 2020 because we're sitting here wasting scholars on JUCO and transfers because we don't have the leadership and the fucking coaches to hold these guys and coach them and develop them. So they leave or we lose them. And that's a wasted scholar. And then we got to go waste another scholar for a guy that's going to be here for 1 to 2 years, as opposed to a guy who could have been here 3 to 4 and grew in the system. What does that do? What does that do for how many scholars we have in 2021 and 2022? It's going to be like probation all over again.
Hey Logan, let me tell you why. Manny is panicking. This is panic mode. This is like a desperation move, man. We're in desperation right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the only logical answer.
Absolutely.
That you like, fuck developing the kids that we have. We gonna go out there and try to keep getting these quick fixes because I need some. My ass is burning on this hot seat right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it all boils down to. It's panic mode. And you know what happens in college football when you get in panic mode? Worse shit happens. You destroy the program. You fuck it up. You fuck it up bad.
That's what's going to happen. All this panic mode with these JUCOs and transfers. The next coach is going to come in. And it's going to be like probation for Al Golden. We're going to have no scholars because they were all wasted on talent that left and had enough, and JUCOs and transfers that we wasted a scholarship that we could have 4 years with that we only had 1. And they probably didn't even do worth the shit.
Can I tell you why I don't like the transfer portal? Hey, look, I like Logan's view and everything because I've seen it differently, and I'm gonna tell you the way I see it. And this is nothing to do with. Listen, man, if anyone thinks I'm bashing King right now, I'm not. I'm just saying he's gonna be our starter. Manny made a political move to bring this guy in, and if he don't start him, no one's gonna want to come to the transfer portal and come play for Manny again. You know what I'm saying? Because exactly for quarterbacks, right? So they're gonna start him. I'm not gonna argue with nobody this year about Perry starting or none of that. I did it for 2 years. I was right all along, and they picked the wrong guy. But these fans can't see it. But I'm gonna tell you why. King went 1-3. They went 1-3 this year at Houston, and the man did struggle. And I watched him play because I watch a lot of college football. So when I was watching him play, I was expecting him to be like that dude from Arizona. They had a QB, and he did the same thing. He redshirted. Big, tall black dude. I can't remember his name, but he played 4 games, and then he redshirted because he was sucking. And that's one thing I don't like about it. They're going to play 4 games. They're going to redshirt. I'm sorry, it wasn't the portal. It's the redshirt, the redshirt thing I was talking about. But then they play 4 games.
Yeah, because I also think that because I think that he got a new coach also,
right.
And I guess the scheme didn't fit him.
What I think he tried to do was keep him in the pocket too much because 2018 the man was running free. He's like a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly, if all else fails, run the damn Wildcat. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey man. You know what I'm saying? With the offensive line that I've seen, and we ain't really making no moves with all offensive line, but like Jalen Rivers that I've seen, it's going to be the same mess next year. You know what I'm saying? He's changing everything around the offensive line except the offensive line. He needs to fix that. Now we got a new offensive line coach, so you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get all, you know what I'm saying, mad, and I'm happy about that, but we need the players, man. Last year showed, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got, man, whatchamacallit? Zion Nelson got tossed around like a freaking a kid in the playground, straight up.
I might disagree a little bit with there, but I do agree with some of it.
Yeah, because there's also this rumor going around in the in Kane land, you know what I'm saying, about Nestor Severa putting his name in the transfer portal. They say that a lot of the stuff on Twitter has been deleted and stuff like that. I'm not sure if it's true because I didn't go back and look at his page like that. I let everybody else just, hey, okay, yeah. But especially with a young guy like Nestor, I mean, damn, for him to even if it's true, it's rumored. But for a guy like him, especially a young guy with all that potential that he has, I mean, he's a dominant force. Why do you think he would want to even transfer? Why would he want to lead the program right now? Especially when I think this year it was going to be his starting role. This was going to be his year to dominate.
Right.
I know Nesta. I've seen his interviews, and hopefully y'all have too. You know his type of attitude.
Right.
He's probably sick of the fucking kids, bro. Straight up. He's probably sick of the kids and the politics. It's a mixture of both. But I know his attitude. I know it. And he's probably sick of both. And a while back, probably a couple weeks ago, they said a veteran defensive lineman was looking to transfer. And now that this rumors came out, I think we know who it is.
Ah, man.
Right.
That'll hurt.
And look, and Logan's right. That Nesta, when he was getting transferred, he was all of Miami. He was trying to get Chatfield and Tyson Campbell and he was trying to get all four of them to come to Miami. And they was trying to get him to go elsewhere, and he wouldn't budge. So he was all Miami. And you're right, man. He might be tired of this bull crap and these other kids and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, because the
now, I'll tell you one thing.
What's that?
It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt our defensive line if he transferred, but it would hurt me. You know what I'm saying? That shit would bother me.
I disagree. I think it would punish our defensive line right now. You know what I'm saying? Because Nesta was going to be a force.
Yeah, but we just got Roche in too. We just got Roche in, and he could replace him.
There's one thing to look at, okay?
But Roche is a DE.
There's two. I hear you. I know, but listen. There's two big things on each side of the ball. There's one on each side of the ball.
All right.
The defense is your defensive ends. The defensive ends, if they're wreaking havoc, they're going to make people's lives easier. Did anybody notice how Rousseau kind of got quiet and how Garvin came out of nowhere? That's why. When our defensive ends, which what they're going to do is wreak havoc, our interior line on the D is going to shine regardless. And then obviously you got your one big key on your offense is your quarterback. But that's what I'm getting at there. Yeah, it sucks. I would hate for Severe to transfer just because I love his attitude, period. I've seen his interviews where people were like, oh, you know, are you trying to be like this former Kane? And he's like, what? No, I'm trying to be like Silvera. I don't want to be like nobody else.
Yeah, see, I like his attitude. He's a dog. Bro. But one thing about that, even if they're going to shine regardless, we still don't have depth at D tackle. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have none. Like, we got those boys from from New York last year. And then we got who else did we get from D tackle? We still got Miller. But, I mean, we don't have nobody that's a dominant force in that middle.
We still got Patchen, but he ain't dominant or nothing. He's just there. He's there to take up.
He's all right on the rush.
He's there to take up depth.
A lot of people give Patchen rush or credit for his rushing pressure that he provides.
Okay.
Pass rush, I completely agree. But there's one thing to realize too. I mean, ever since Manny came in as a defensive coordinator, I've never been worried about our defense.
Right.
If there's one thing I'm truly worried about on defense this year, it's the depth at corner. That's it. Truly.
Right.
Truly.
And
I've
look,
always been worried about offense.
Hey, Logan, to respond to what you just said about Patchen, the only thing I'm saying, dog, is they were playing Patchen and he was underperforming against Rousseau. Rousseau was a better man. I was just mad that they were playing Patchen over Rousseau. That's why I was like, get his ass out of there. Why is he starting over Rousseau? So it wasn't like I was discrediting him, you know, because Patchen will come in and play his ass off. But he ain't no Rousseau, and he was starting over Rousseau. So it was pissing me off, you know?
They tried to play politics with that until they realized how good Rousseau was. Because you know what their excuse was? Oh, he didn't have a good spring, and we thought he was hurt. Motherfucker, please.
And that was bullshit because he was killing this spring and he was killing last spring. Not this spring, but he was killing spring.
Jeremiah Payton and Sam Brooks.
He was killing spring his first year. You know what I'm saying? Rousseau. So it was terrible player management. You know what I'm saying?
When you got a guy that comes into games like that out of nowhere, you don't tell me he probably didn't have a good spring. Get the fuck out against our offense, please.
For him to dominate, you know what I'm saying, as a freshman, and before you even play a game, you dominate in the spring, and you mean to tell me that he comes back the next year, does the same thing, but I think he had like a back injury or whatever, but when he came back, you mean to tell me you were still going to keep patching in there? Like, that's crazy. That's fucked up player management.
Facts. And you want to hear a Manny lie? The Manny lie, because when Rousseau came in last year as a freshman, you know what I'm saying? He like everybody was praising him. Mark Rick, everybody, da-da-da. And then he played like the second or third game. He blew his knee, or he was in it for the season. So I knew he was going to be a beast. And when Manny, this time Manny was full of shit and he likes to lie, was when he came in and they asked him, why did Patchen start over Rousseau? And he said Patchen performed better than him in practice. That's a fucking political answer and a move.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's not coaching.
Yeah,
when you're bringing in Derek King, that's a political move. Because now you have no choice but to start that guy. That you're forced to do something through politics, man. That's political.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one more thing I wanted to say, man. Y'all start showing all y'all Perry haters bashing that man still. Y'all show that man support because he's still here on this motherfucking team and he ain't going nowhere. They brought in Tate last year as a 5-star. That didn't budge him. He beat Tate out, and now they bringing in Derek King. So even if he beats him out, they're not going to start over him. So y'all start showing that man love because he ain't going nowhere.
What's sad is it's a slap in the face to Perry.
Yeah, it is.
Again,
it
he's
is.
Still here. He's still here.
They're telling him to transfer.
He's probably going to be the starter, but it's the point, man. Do you not know what that does to your locker room when you do this to Perry twice now?
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yep.
The kids have a stronger bond with the damn quarterback, especially. And Perry's a humble, cool dude. He's
this won't. Hold on. This will not be twice. This will be the third time. If you do this to this man the third time, oh man, every bad thing deserves to happen to you.
Malik Tate King.
Every bad thing deserves to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's coming to you because you did this on purpose. Hey, matter of fact, this Luce calling in right now. Hold on, fellas.
All right.
Yo.
Man, I just finished getting a haircut.
Hey, I'm finna bring you in, man.
Put some gas in, but I got the phone. I'm gonna take the phone off. Luke.
Hey, you talking on live right now, man? This Luce Cannon, man. We don't want to hit them life problems.
What up, Luce?
What's up, man?
What up?
My dog Luce said he had to go get the fresh haircut, man.
Man, chilling. What's up, everybody?
Man, chilling, man. We're in the middle of talking about this transfer portal and your boy Jarren Williams.
Hey, if Luce Cannon was a rapper, that motherfucker be Andre 3K, because that bitch smooth as fuck.
Yeah, man. Hey,
that's my motherfucking dog.
Hey, Luce. Hey, what you feel about this situation? How you feel about Jarren Williams leaving, man? How you feel about it?
Look, Jarren Williams' season was a bust anyway.
Preach. No,
but
don't stop the congregation from the push you. Preach, man.
Yeah. Let me tell you the thing that irritated me about the whole Jarren Williams thing.
What's that?
All this fan base did was they gave him the keys to Ferraris. The boy is showing you what he's really made about because now he's scared of competition. So now he's belling. Right. So what we do, we waste another year on a bum, and again, Coach didn't even get the time he should have got. It makes no sense.
Right.
And them fans gonna have excuses for him. They gonna have excuses.
They
gonna have excuses for him, of course.
Hey, what's the first excuse they gonna give, Luce?
Offensive line.
What else? What's
offensive line?
The offensive line.
Enos was sabotaging him anyway.
Enos didn't like him.
Yeah. Or look, you took his confidence away from him when you let. Look, you took his confidence away from him when you put Perry in that time. Yeah. That's what they're gonna do.
It snatched it.
Yep. Excuse.
It snatched it fast.
But I'm saying to me, because I would have respect if he stayed and fighting for the position. Because just think of it this way: it was his to lose all this year, right? Manny clearly showed you who he wanted to lead the team. So it's like a smack in the face, and it makes Manny look that much sicker to me because he honestly didn't give Perry the same support that he gave Jarren.
No, we didn't.
He gave Jarren support from day one.
And we also said that this is a panic move, man. Like going out and getting King and with Jarren leaving or whatever, you know what I'm saying? His bread and butter, who he thought was gonna be his bread and butter, end up being the drunken soldier, you know what I'm saying? After the game, before the game or whatever, the drunken soldier. That's what we're gonna call it, the drunken fallen soldier. The captain has left the ship. ladies and gentlemen. But we say, hey, all these moves are panic moves, man, by Manny. And because we also discussed, what do you think about this transfer portal, man? Could you speak on that?
Yeah. I'm glad you asked me because I'm trying to figure out how do you know you have something special in a transfer portal. These guys ain't proven to be spectacular. Where are they getting this stuff from? The boy didn't play. He played in what? Conference USA? Hell, I can go out there and look great in that conference. Well, it's like we need to cut it out. We actually see this is the problem. He's giving this guy a chance. He get these guys out this transfer portal, right? Like the kid from Temple. Yeah, they look good in the little highlights, but hell, I can put a highlight tape together that show all my pluses.
You know what though? Like I was saying earlier, it's not even that.
Have you ever seen a bad highlight tape though?
What does that do to the?
Have you ever seen a bad highlight tape? Yeah, I've never seen a bad highlight tape on no football player.
Yeah, Logan, what you say?
Except for that dude Roman, who be doing all the YouTube, Roman Maricanti. He be making some bad fucking YouTube videos of like for like bad plays, like how we just play like shit. But I know what you mean though. You won't never see them when they trying to get to another school of the NFL. You ain't gonna see them with no fucking missed tackles or nothing like that, or getting blown up.
Yeah. So hey Logan, what were you speaking on?
No, I was trying to talk to the homeboy who was talking about
LUICE.
the same thing. I agree with the transfer portal, but what he was saying, right, is how, you know, it's easy to shine in there, but it's even much more than that. What about the kids that you recruited from high school that want to be at Miami and they're on the bench, and then you bring in a transfer guy who didn't want to be here, has 1 year of eligibility, that's a wasted scholarship. What does that do to your kids that you said that you wanted to be a part of this program as much as they wanted to be?
Right. Hey,
LUICE. There goes the culture you want.
That's what I told.
LUICE, that's what you were talking about.
That's what I told DJ. Yeah. I said, DJ, it all it does is set their growth back a year over a kid that we betting everything on 1 year. So why would you get somebody from the transfer portal unless you feel like they're a person that's going to bring what Joe brought to LSU? If you really don't think that, you're wasting time.
And even he had 2 years.
You want to know why we're doing that? What was the score against Bethune-Cookman? What was the score against Bethune-Cookman?
What, 60-something to zip?
63-0. When did we finally see no names that we've been waiting to see? Never. The whole damn game. We didn't see nobody but maybe Sam Brooks, I think, for like 3 plays.
And that was crazy.
And every time Sam Brooks was on the field, that was the best linebacker over these damn seniors who haven't gotten any better.
And you want to know why? You want to know why, Logan?
Exactly.
You want to know why? Because we didn't pull away from sorry-ass Bethune-Cookman until the end of the second half.
Right.
How did we look against Bethune-fucking-Cookman? We didn't score our third touchdown against Bethune until like a minute to go.
Well, even then, that's Bethune-Cookman. So if the starters aren't doing it, let me put somebody else to fuck in.
You know Manny don't think like that. Manny was panicking then on the damn sideline.
But can I tell you something else that really irritates me about how Manny does business?
Speak on
about this. He know he has fans that's going to always give him the benefit of doubt for doing dumb stuff. So as soon as he started dabbling in the transfer portal, which really didn't take long for him to do it all, right? People forget that he fucked up a whole season because everybody says, oh, it was his first year. But it ain't his first year being a part of the Miami coaching staff.
Thank you. He's a part of this coaching.
So expectations are everything. Why do we give this man a pass and think that because he attacked the transfer portal, right, and then he thinks the transfer portal is going to actually help out with his team the way the whole the teams felt last year. But I asked DJ one question. This is how I know Manny does not know how to coach. Okay? And please correct me. Please correct me. If he could coach, why the hell he ain't letting the freshmen or people that he cares about at least play 4 games and still keep their red shirt?
Mm-hmm.
The season been over 4 games ago.
Yep.
So he could have put all these guys in to see what he getting, and they would have lost their red shirt. At least that would have made me feel like at least he's trying to see what he got. He wouldn't even do that.
He could have put him in against La Tech. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have put him in.
He didn't do that.
FIU. It's like, come on.
Man,
And
before I
now
lose to La Tech, I'm putting everybody in.
everybody.
I'm doing
Before
all types of plays in the dirt, everything. They didn't score without one touchdown. Guess what, Lowe? Lingard, you say you're 100%, boy, go run the ball. Hell, ain't nobody else doing nothing.
Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
telling you.
Thank
He
you.
wasn't even trying. Because
Hey.
a lot of this stuff that Manny does, it comes across personal. It comes
Yeah, it
across
does.
personal.
It
Hey,
does.
man.
And hey,
Hey.
fellas, let me bounce this question off to you. You know, well, it's really not a question. It's another rumor that's going around about Ed Reed
Oh my
becoming
God.
the chief of staff. Speak on
Jesus.
it. Because, I mean, I know Luce had his theory. Charles, what do you think about that rumor that's going around, man? If it's smoke, there's fire? Do you believe any of this, or is it just something to throw us off again?
I gotta have something more else to bite on for me to believe it, because if it came out of Manny Diaz's mouth, I don't believe it. But
Okay.
if it came from, you know what I'm saying? Like I would like for him to. I wouldn't mind if he came, because that's good. He knows talent. That's it. But why the hell didn't you bring in Highsmith? You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna bring in, and the only thing I could think of is money. But then again, like when NJ was on here saying, "Oh, my booster told me they offered him this or this and that, da da da." Highsmith said they ain't offered me shit. They ain't offered me no job. He said I gave him advice. If anything, I gave him advice. So for all y'all who like NJ and y'all fucking dick ride him and want to team up on him and stuff, that man don't know nothing. He's a lie. Highsmith said he ain't get offered shit.
He
You know
wasn't
what I'm
offered
saying? Just
nothing.
like y'all got y'all tickets robbed. You know
And
what I'm saying?
that's what Logan said the other day.
Can I
He
clear
said
that up?
Highsmith wasn't offered the job.
So
Yeah,
So-
please.
it wasn't a booster, it was a donor to the university. This
Right.
is 100% confirmed from a former player.
But NJ said a booster.
No, I know.
That's why.
But there was a donor, booster donor, whatever. He offered to pay his salary for 2 years.
Correct.
100%.
Correct.
And they turned it down.
Correct.
And again, going on this, they turned it down because after this season, Manny's not the head coach. Cristobal and Alonso are close. Cristobal's coming here. Blake James is fired, and that's just the bottom line truth. And you know another thing.
Hey, can I say?
You know, another thing. Hold on, another thing real quick is I understand people's perspective of like I can't stand our fan base always doing this whole like sources and insight bullshit, but like I understand people like Ed Reed was saying that he supports Manny. Look, man, there's plenty of former players who speak out on social media, on podcasts, and they say they still support Manny to give him time. That doesn't mean that they're about to get a job with us. Everyone's different. There's players right now who are saying, fuck these players, fuck these coaches, get rid of them all. Seriously.
Right.
Clean house.
It's not a good move. Ed Reed has no experience like Alonso did. Alonso's job in the NFL is to analyze talent and shit like that. It's what a chief of staff would have done here. And he's a Kane, bro. He's a Godfather Kane.
Exactly.
So if I want Ed Reed anywhere near the program, it's going to be at some type of position coach. It just makes sense.
Right.
But you gotta let him start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. And Manny had to start somewhere too. Whoops.
Yeah.
But,
I wish it wasn't
can
here.
I say something about that?
Yeah, man.
I
Go
wanna
ahead
speak on
and
that
get
real
that off your
quick.
chest, man. Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna be honest with you. If you think of Highsmith and you think of a donor who's gonna pay his salary for 2 years, that alone is the reason why he's not there. Because check this out: if you don't pay my salary, just imagine you got somebody that understands football in and out, right? He don't even have to answer to your ass because you don't even pay his salary. So how you gonna control him when shit is fucking up? You can't mess with his pay. So guess what? It showed you whoever that donor is, that motherfucker's a genius, because he was like, I know who to put in there, and I know how we can make sure this shit is how it goes. I'm gonna know everything.
We have very few donors and probably 2 people in the board of trustees who truly care about our football program, like truly care. The rest of these guys only care about money. And it's embarrassing when they don't realize that Miami football is the reason they have the money and the reason our university is what it is today. Miami was nothing until the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s, and our football program built it.
Yes, it did.
TJ, let me ask you a question, DJ.
What's
Where,
that,
where do you
homie?
see where do you see the program in 4 years from now?
What do I see the program 4 years from now? I mean, if
Yeah,
it's
that's a
going,
hard question, huh?
let me. Only reason it's a hard question. Matter of fact, it's not really a hard question because it's been basically what 15, 16 years that we haven't been shit. So since I've seen no changes, you know what I'm saying,
It's
to
gonna be worse.
even make it better, I can't even say that we gonna be good in 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I can say that today. You know, that
if
from my
Blake James been
mindset
gone, then
today
it's gonna
and
be
what's been
worse.
going on, no, we ain't gonna be shit in 4 years. Now my heart don't want to say that. My heart want to say, oh my God, well I hope we are something. But from the state of the program and what it's been for the last 15 years, we haven't been shit. So why should I even change? It's been like that for 15 years. You know what I'm
If
saying?
Blake James ain't gone, it's gonna be worse. And I'm not. And this sounds
Right, right.
terrible. This sounds terrible right here. But if you guys really think I've been telling, this is for people listening, whoever, because I know you guys get the idea. Some people just really don't, and that's why I do this, because I just want people to understand. Some of it's opinions and some of it's the truth. All right. If we sit here. If Blake James can be gone in 4 years, I think we're going to be better. Even if we still have Manny as a head coach, because no matter what y'all say, this is his new system. He's got to learn, and that's who the motherfuckers hired, is someone to learn. That just is what it
Right.
is. And it'd be this. The worst thing about Miami is the constant coaching and system changes we've made. If you want to do an OC because shit's is really not right, all right, then do it. The same with the defensive coordinator. But I think the head coach should stay there, and hopefully he changes some shit up that he needs to. But I think if we can let him get his players and set his shit, cool. But I don't look at our program like it's going to be good here in 2024 and shit, because of what I said earlier about wasting a 1-year grad transfer and these JUCO guys when we only get 25 scholars allotted a year by the NCAA. We're going to have 50 scholars come here in 2023, and we're going to look like Arkansas or the old Miami on probation
Oh, yeah.
because we're wasting them.
Oh yeah, because what I said about Blake James I already gave him his name because basically he's doing half of his job.
He's
Blake James, we call him. He's a fundraiser, Mr. fucking fundraiser. You know what I'm saying? He raises money. He does that good, but he don't know shit about sports. He just knows how to get money in the program. He's just a fucking fundraiser, Mr.
Look at our
fundraiser.
basketball. Look at our
You know what I'm
basketball
saying?
team right now.
Everybody has gone down. Every sports program has gone down under his watch. Baseball, basketball, football. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody. And it's like, bruh, you just good at getting money. So you basically might as well try to get a budget from Miami, you know what I'm saying, to open up somebody that's over the sports and you're over everything to get money for the sports. Cause you don't know shit about the sports. It's obvious. And if you know shit about the sports, you obviously don't give two shits about it.
What's sad
Exactly.
is if you guys think of the direction we're heading, our program was probably fucking better off with Donna Shalala. That's a bold statement. But let me tell you something. I've heard and talked to one, but I've heard from multiple people from that 01 team. They said that Shalala did care about the football program. And guess what? We all know Blake James doesn't. And those players have even said he doesn't. And his actions have spoke because Alonzo's out the gutter. He spent 10 hours to hire a head coach when it took us 2 weeks to get an OC. They don't care. They don't care.
And let me tell you, I think we just need to come up. I think we need to come up with a. I think I have the solution to all that. You know what I'm saying? And I think I said it a couple shows ago. I said let's set up a GoFundMe, and let's go ahead and get Nevin ass back out of jail, man. We got to get his ass out of prison fast because we fucking up out here, man. We got to pay. We gotta pay the bags, man. We need the bag, man. We gotta go. Only way you go over the AD head, man. You gotta get money that's under his nose that he don't know shit about.
I truly believe if Alonzo Highsmith was our AD, we'd be a different program probably in a couple years. Literally, probably 2. Straight up.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Tell him, Luke.
I wouldn't even go that far. I think you'll see it right away. He'll weed them motherfuckers out right away. If you pay attention to that locker room,
cut scholarships.
I think the whole year. Yeah, I think a year come. As soon as he came, this whole spring, the spring game, you'll know the difference. Because you know one thing I think he would do? Make it where we can see the shit. See, you're going to know Manny full of shit when he censored this game. We're going to go see the spring game, because he wants to control the narrative of what quarterback really look like what.
Right.
What players really look like what. That's the problem there. If you notice, Clemson televises theirs.
Everybody does.
Bama televises theirs.
Every team
Everybody
does. Every
but
team
Manny
does.
hides it. And look, I'm going to prove it to you. Remember last year? What you see? Tate Martell looked like he had an arm like motherfucking Tom Brady.
He looked like he was the next motherfucking coming.
Them deep balls.
He looked like the next coming. That's the narrative that was
That's
put out
him
there.
controlling the narrative. When he trust me, if you in Miami, please go to the spring game and report what's going on, because he ain't gonna tell us the truth.
And the biggest thing about what people don't understand when it comes to quarterbacks is a lot of people, they sit here and they see these high school quarterbacks and all they shares are 7-on-7s. Bro, you got all day to throw the ball to a simple guy. A wide receiver is always going to usually beat a guy one-on-one. It's simple. It's not playbook, a crowd, an atmosphere, defense, people actually coming at you, your O-line having a block for you, and it shows. Jarren looked amazing on 7-on-7. Tate looked amazing on 7-on-7. It's straight up the truth. But you know who also looked amazing and looks the best in our offense on 7-on-7 and in our offense? Fucking Perry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, and Manny Diaz, another lie. I'll tell you another lie. When they interviewed him, he said, "What is spread?" I heard this out of his mouth. What is spread even anymore? We don't even know what it is. So you mean to tell me that you have the number 5 defense 3 years in a row at Miami, or the top 10 defense 3 years in a row in Miami, and you don't know what the hell spread is?
You don't know what it is.
Come on, man. Come on. Hey, listen.
Even though there are different spreads, but once he said that, I think Eno said that. No,
he was speaking for Enos.
No, but Manny said it too. Manny said it too.
Yeah. And that, when I heard that, I almost fell out the chair. He's
playing politics, bro, for his OC that he got rid of.
Yeah.
Good enough on him to do that. You know what I'm saying?
He snaked it.
I'm really pissed off at Manny.
Logan, that's who we got rid of. We got rid of Dan Enos. That's the fans got rid of Dan Enos. Know what I'm saying?
I believe
the fans got rid of Enos. We applied pressure on that right there. But see, we applied the same pressure on Blake James.
There's been a couple of interviews I've seen with him on WQAM where he didn't word it like it was, but he threw his ass under the bus.
Yeah.
Under the bus.
Yeah.
And I want to say something real quick because I gotta go.
Okay.
But
right.
A good friend of mine, Brett Romberg, a guy who was always on Green Tree, always in the locker room, always talking to coaches, always talking to current players. This is straight up truth. There's no exaggeration, no speculation. This is what it is. He ran in at Dan Enos the other day at Publix, and you know what Dan Enos said to him? He didn't throw any names under the bus. But Dan Enos, and we all knew Dan Enos as an asshole, always yelling. You know what? There's probably a reason for that. And when you got kids like Jarren and Tate who are fucking bratty, spoiled little kids and aren't used to getting disciplined because they're fucked up, guess what? The performance is going to speak for themselves. They're not going to apply to themselves because they're butthurt because their coach is on their ass. Okay? So that goes there. But the reason he said that he was on Green Tree one day with him, and this is what Dan Enos said.
Uh-huh.
Dan Enos said, you know what I had to do? I was yelling one day because kids couldn't get in the right formations. They were going through the motions by like week 8, still going through the motions at practice and even in games. And Dan Enos even told Romberg he had to yell at coaches because they couldn't get them lined up or get the right players on the field. That's fucked up. And don't get me wrong, I got my things with Dan Enos and not changing his scheme, but it's much more deeper than Dan Enos. It was a freaking escape wing.
It's deeper than rap. I knew it. Hey, Luce.
Yeah.
You were talking.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we were both talking about that during the season. You know what I'm saying? We were like, this don't look right. Like, I don't think Manny and Enos like each other. And I believe that Enos came in. I believe Enos came in and was like, "You doing some bullshit." And I see your bullshit. And Manny didn't like it. He didn't like it.
Nah.
And now it's all coming out the woodworks, and it's almost to the T, as we were calling that shit on Facebook Live before we got this Can't Talk No Filter shit going on. How y'all feeling? But yeah, man, everything coming to a head, man.
Perry Hater's mouth.
Hey, check this out real quick.
What's that?
I want everybody on the phone right now I want everybody to remember this statement that I'm about to make, okay?
Speak on it.
I bet you that new offensive coordinator, I guarantee you him and Manny going to argue on the sideline, and it's going to be something they going to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've been paying attention to this kid. He ain't going to let Manny pull that bullshit with him. Watch.
Yeah.
Nope. He going to snap on Manny ass before it's over with.
Yeah.
Watch.
Because the
I
thing,
love to see
You don't
that.
think he understands what Enos is going on? He going to put fire on Manny ass. He going to pull that Titans. You worry about your defense. Let me handle this shit over here. Watch. And I'm going to be right there laughing. Because he going to tell his ass, because you know what people keep forgetting?
what's that?
He didn't go at Baker none, and we were playing in the ACC Coastal. Baker didn't do nothing good.
He never went at Bacon. Let me
That
tell
defense looked terrible.
And let me tell y'all, like a lot of people say that our offense was on the field. I mean, our defense was on the field too long. This and that defense was on the field. What the fuck you think gonna happen when we start scoring a bunch of points? You know what I'm saying? If our offense start putting up a lot of points, what you think the defense gonna be doing? They're gonna be on that damn field.
That.
Huh?
When you're last in the country on third downs, that means you can't even get the next downs. You can't even get the next down started. So your defense is going to come out quicker. Do I think our drives are going to be a little quicker? Obviously.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot more plays on offense too. We average 60-something a game. This dude averaged 68 versus I think it was Temple. So that's going to go into play with the defense. But at the same time, this defense was not terrible in my opinion. By the numbers, they weren't. I think they gave up a lot of big chunk plays, which comes into you losing Redwine, Jaquan Johnson, Joe Jackson, Demetrius Jackson, Gerald Willis. I think we're going to rejuvenate on that.
I do 100%. I don't think they were terrible. But I looked at the numbers.
No, that striker shit is terrible.
Hey, hold on.
Get out of that striker.
Hey, LUICE.
I agree.
I looked at. Hold on, Scoop. Hey, Logan. Hold on.
We got beat every time.
Hey, Logan. Hold up. I looked at the numbers. You know what I'm saying? The numbers of the offenses that we played, right? Most of the offenses we played, they were number 81 and lower out of 127 schools. So us being,
I hear you, but look at the defenses we played. We were last in offense so much.
What you mean it's contradicted? What do you mean?
Because if you look at the defenses we played, our offense was last against those defenses, and they weren't
but
good
see,
either.
But let me tell you though, it's right. But let me tell you,
only good defense.
The ACC defenses, they in the coastal. I'm gonna just speak on the coastal. 5 of the 7 that's in the coastal, they were in the top 50. Do you think they were top 50 defenses? Really? Really? Like let's speak on that. You know what I'm saying? They were not top 50 defenses. Let's get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? So with our offense being, they could be trash, but it doesn't really contradict in the offenses in that who we play in the coastal. Number 81 on down out of 127 schools. That showed that the most team, and then we're gonna add in we play FIU, Central Michigan, and who else? La Tech. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna add those teams in and Bethune-Cookman. So once you add those in, our defense wasn't hitting no shit.
Better than our damn offense. And when we played Clemson way back with a true spread.
Oh, they were better than the offense.
A great QB.
Yeah, they were better than the offense.
We really didn't play Clemson terrible. If you remember, we scored 3 points the game, which means our defense was on the field the whole time, and they still did not do it's just not comparable with our offense. I think that our defense isn't going to be as good as our offense now, although that's straight speculation because we do not know that at all. But I think it's going to be much more balanced than the one-sided it's been since Manny's came in as a defensive coordinator.
And that's the thing. I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I hope it goes exactly like that. Everybody's balanced, the offense and the defense.
Because there's a reason they didn't fire Rump. There's a reason, and his recruiting hasn't been that great, but Rump has always developed. And as worried as I am with depth at corner, I think we have young talent at corner, and a lot of them just experienced their first year, and they really did not do that terrible. There was a couple key errors that you may have saw, and it wasn't so much coaching as it was just lack of repetitions. Just like our O-line. Our O-line was our most improved unit on the team, in my opinion, most improved, and they were being coached by Butch Berry. So what was it? Was it Butch Berry or was it repetition?
I want to speak. Can I speak on the O-line for you?
Because I have to see.
people, when it comes to the O-line, I want everybody to understand that the O-line gets in shape based on practice, okay? So, for instance, when you're on the O-line, they stop, blow the whistle, right? Let the O-line get ready, get set. But the defense have to run to the ball and be ready to go. That's the problem with the O-line. The O-line was out of shape because he was babying the O-line. They were babying them by letting them motherfuckers set up, get ready. While if you look at our defensive line, the defense always got to be ready to go when the offense is ready, right? So They never know. So if they want to go in a hurry up, the offense is aware of it, but nothing moves until offense is ready. The defense has to always get ready to go. Go ahead.
Yes. So everybody remembers Gus Felder, right? Our old strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah.
Right? Showing up late. Did you guys know? Besides showing up late?
My bad.
Hold on, who's that coughing? You sounded like New Jersey Kane, man. You sounded like New Jersey. You better quit that shit. Quit with the jokes, man. Quit with the jokes, man.
You good? Our old strength and
Repeat that.
conditioning coach. Does anybody remember Denzel Berryman when he first got here and how he looked when he left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was fucking stacked. He was strong. He was fast. He was a beast. Now, do you remember when they had this time our linebackers with Gus Felder? They looked the same their senior year.
Yeah, they
They
did.
looked the same, and there's something to go with that. Our old strength and conditioning coach, another thing from Romberg that he found out talking to a former player, this dude showed up late to practice, or not practice, but workouts and shit. He'd show up late all the time. And guess what he did? You're not going to believe this. He falsified numbers. He falsified numbers of the kids and how they were working out. And you know why he did that?
Now, Logan.
Obviously,
Hey, Logan.
one,
Hey,
he didn't
Logan.
care, and it was two, to keep the coaches off his back.
Hey, Logan. Hey, Logan, is that a fact before we agree with it?
That's 100% a fact, but I'm still going because there's more to this now. The strength and conditioning coach we have now, as much as I take Swayze back over anybody, the guy we have now is a fucking monster. He is a good ass coach, and our guys are going to get in shape. It's going to take time after the cancer we had as a strength and conditioning coach, who's not even a coach anymore. He was at Georgia Tech for, I think, less than a season, and now he doesn't even have a job. But going on from that, I've seen on Bryant McKinney's Instagram stories that he's chilling with this new offensive line coach. He's chilling. He's walking around UM. He's hanging out with him. Did you know how many times this entire year last year that Bryant McKinney was trying to reach out and help out with technique and fundamentals, and they wouldn't even acknowledge him? Butch Berry, they wouldn't even acknowledge him. And now all of a sudden this guy comes in and Bryant McKinney's all over campus. So between that and the new strength and conditioning coach, and us going to a spread with the smaller offensive line we have, they don't have to sit here and fucking hold off the defense forever because we're running 90% shotgun spread, ball getting off quick. Our offensive line is going to look fucking phenomenal next year.
Yeah. Hey, Cliff.
What's up, man?
Yeah, man. How you think we going to look on offense next year, man, from your opinion from these new gets that we got?
It's like this. It's going to the casino with $500 in my pocket. I don't know if I'm going to win or lose, but I'm going to go and have fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give it a chance. It's up in the air.
I hear you, man.
Hey, I got to get out.
And you speaking from a gambler. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
I'm a
man.
gambler.
Hey, y'all, hold on. All right, peace out, Logan. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, Logan, before you leave. Hey, what didn't you tell me a story about somebody you bought him a plane ticket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell just drop the name real quick. Just tell what happened real quick.
I'm not name dropping none of
Please
that.
do.
No.
All right, tell what happened real quick before you leave.
Yeah, please tell the story.
Come on,
Yeah,
real
man.
quick.
I
There's two people
heard
I've
Logan
done
say,
that
meet
for,
me,
so who are
man.
you talking about?
Jimmy Gloss.
No, I've never done that for. Oh yeah, well that was me and my pops, but he
Yeah,
asked
you
for
say
it.
you and your
He
dad.
asked for it.
Go ahead, tell him before you leave. Just tell him.
He was one of the social media clowns that was fucking getting crazy online. So me and pops had enough, and he was acting like he wanted to meet up and throw hands. So I bought the ticket, sent you the confirmation, departure date, when you leave, when you come back. I'm sure we got you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Hey, he ain't show up.
No, and same thing happened with King Shades. I'm gonna call their ass out because now you got me going.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? King Shades was like, hold up, I'm about to put on their punk ass.
Oh Lord!
I swear to God, they're not shit. They got a dude on there that looks like he lost a fucking tooth in a corn dog bite. First of all, he lives in a damn trailer park. All a bunch of Hold up, I'm going in right now.
Can't talk no filter, bitch.
Run their mouth. All right. First time I ever even heard about King Shades, right? I'm stationed in Korea. I'm watching my games at 1 to 3 a.m. on Sunday. My pops hits me up.
Yeah,
He's like, yo, you missed what happened at this game. I was like, what happened? Oh, these dudes try to run up on one of my boys. And my pops is fucking 40, man. He ain't got time for that shit. It was their punk ass, they act like teenagers. They got kids and they don't know how to take care of them. That's why they run a radio show and they're still broke. But anyway, so he ran up on somebody and my pops jumped in and was like, you better get the fuck up out of here. You know what? Squared up. And he's like, yo, my bad, bro. It's all cool. And, ended up kissing his ass and trying to be his friend. And now that's when I started meeting them and they put me on a show. And the reason that show got started, they weren't doing shows for months. So I hit him up one day and I was like, yo, what's good? I got all the screenshots. I can send it to homeboy who's hosting the show, Mr. DJ,
Receipts.
And he can post them motherfuckers while I'm speaking. I got all the screenshots. I hit him up and I was like, yo, it's been months. Where the fuck y'all been at? He's like, we need our Wi-Fi adapter to run the show. And I was like, why don't you get it? And he's like, it's $100. I was like, bitch, there's 4 of y'all and y'all got kids and jobs and you can afford $100 but you can go to a game. All right, broke ass motherfucker, I want to get it in on your show. I'm gonna send you $100 you can get it. Sent it to them. A week later, they get it. They go live, and then I say something about Jarren. I think it was Perry, and they said they all suck. And I said something to defend it, and they got in their feelings and banned me from everything. And so I said, yo, where the fuck's my money? Because I just put you on, you banned me after one show, and they pretty much said, no, it ain't your money. So I bought his ass a plane ticket because shit got personal, and they never showed up.
Man, y'all better leave Hurricane Logan alone, man. This can't talk no filter, man. The official can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. My bad, man. Logan, you got me up here tripping, man. No calling don't be buying no plane tickets for them hoes, man. Don't be doing that, man.
Hey, but on the real, whenever y'all decide to go to the game, we gotta make sure at least 2 more people with us.
No, we don't.
Because I don't want nobody to get caught slipping. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to go to a game, let's talk about the game. Don't get caught slipping go on them motherfuckers. Because right now, we know they're sensitive.
The first game I go to, I'm looking for King Shades. When I went home to see my family for the first time in the year, I was in Homestead for a whole weekend. Hold up, I got screenshots for this too. I was in Homestead for the whole weekend. I messaged the dude 2 weeks out. I said, yo, I'll be there at this date, this time. I'm going to be in Homestead for the whole weekend. Let me know. All he did was leave my shit on read the whole time. I sat there, my plane was sitting there landing, and I'm like, yo, I'm landing right now. Where the fuck are you? And he just left me on red the whole time. I was like, man, this guy's a bitch. Whatever.
Y'all got the exclusive from Hurricane Logan, but he got to be out, man, because if we don't get him out now, man, he might say something. He might start popping them pistols off through the studio, man. You better stop him. Them fireworks, boy. They off the chain, man.
Hey, and if
we appreciate.
Just let me know. I got no problem sending every screenshot to DJ. It's actually humorous. But y'all take care, man. I'm gonna enjoy my night.
All right, we appreciate you, man. Hurricane Logan, man. Much love to you, man.
I love you guys, man. It's good talking to you again, Cliff. Crazy ass.
Yeah, it's Chucky, man. It's Chucky.
Yeah, man, the exclusive. Can't talk no filter, man. That's how we do it on here. We tell the truth or opinion or whatever from a fan's perspective. And basically, you don't want no motherfucking smoke over this way, man. But we all good, though. We all good, though.
Wait,
you know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
What's up? We coming for the top spot on that ass.
That's right.
What's that, man?
Besides, you don't want no smoke. You motherfuckers don't want no heavy fumes either.
Well, especially them heavy fuels that New Jersey was trying to bring, man. God damn, boy. God damn.
Hey, let me say something. And for anybody listening and they ever want to get on a podcast and speak their mind and talk their shit like y'all do on Facebook, and then you go ahead and block us or report us and get us, you know what I'm saying, for 24 hours or a month or whatever, just come on here so you can't get blocked and reported. and talk your
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? Go on, bring your ass over here, man. We gonna welcome you with open arms, but you better be ready. You know what I'm saying? But before we end this show off, man, is there anything you want to plug loose?
Yeah. I just want to plug, Can't Talk No Filter, and we're going to set up a meet and greet for one of the games this season coming up. And keep back to all the haters.
Hey, is there anything? Hey, Cliff, you got anything you want to plug, man?
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. I just wanted to ask y'all if there's one thing, and y'all can change about the program. What would it be? And try and describe it in 5 words.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, and put that in the comment section. And matter of fact, before I get off of here, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and share. Let's get this motherfucker out here, man. Can't talk no filter, bitch. And in the words of Bernie Mac, man, I'm out this motherfucker.
This motherfucker.
Hey. And I also got to plug my new apparel coming called We Bleed This Shit to You. Look out for them t-shirts coming soon.
.com. Hey, man. We out this bitch, man. We'll holler at y'all, man. Much love and peace until the next one. Holla.
Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Hey. Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Hey. Do you really want that? Can't talk. Do you really want that? Can't talk. Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Can't talk no filter. Hey.
Yo. It's your boy DJ, yes sir, aka Time.